Good morning, everybody. I'm Eureka John, and you're at Eureka Street Crypto, broadcasting from Leander, Texas. It is 7:05 in the morning on a Sunday, June 26th, 2022. This is episode number 468, moving on up in the number of episodes I put out there, the mass amount of content that I do, good, bad, and ugly. It is what I do. This is my morning video blog, my content idea brain dump in all the crypto space, all the news that I ingest, and this is me regurgitating it back for you. This is my sandbox to be able to play with audio-visual equipment and to test out certain things and techniques and all that type of stuff. And this is my message in a bottle to be able to reach out and communicate with the outside world of Web3 and crypto, or just people interested in the space. This is me just putting it out there. And if anybody wants to respond and talk to me about some of these topics, I'm more than happy to. Shoot me a DM, give me a like and a subscribe on the YouTube. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, like 984 or something. So it'd be cool to hit that 1,000 mark and be able to, I don't know, it doesn't mean a whole lot, but I'm able to monetize at that point, and it might give me like $5 to $20. But hey, every little bit helps right now. I actually had to cash out a little bit of crypto recently to get some bills paid. So, hey, you got to do what you got to do, right? Anyway, so let's look over here and look at the old coin gecko, the old reliable coin gecko. And this is just a one of those websites that categorizes all the token there's thousands of them. I mean, if you look at how many there are, it just goes on and on and on, and there's just like goes on to multiple tabs, 134 tabs worth of 100 tokens per tab, per page of just all these crypto projects. I really most of it's trash, honestly. But a lot of it are people's ideas. They're people. That's one thing that I love about this space is the constant fluctuation, the up and down, the drama. But most of all, I love the innovation. I love the ideas. I love people thinking and people saying, "Hey, here's this problem I see in the world. I want to try to use blockchain and technology to fix it. And here's my white paper. I'm the guy that likes to talk, and here's somebody over here that likes to code. We put our heads together, and then we have another group of people that are all coming and joining, and we're going to try to figure out this issue together. And it's the innovation of it that I love, and that keeps me coming back. It's not for the speculation, obviously, because I ain't rich. That's all I got to tell you. And I definitely ain't rich from this type of stuff. I've made a little money here and there. I've lost more than I've made, to be honest. But man, it's just like the constant flow of ideas that keeps me coming back, and it makes me fall in love with everything that's going on in this space. And I've met a ton of really cool people as well in the DAOs that I've taken part in, especially Bankless DAO. It's like that I don't even go out at night anymore. I have kids and stuff, and I live in the suburbs now. I used to live in Central Austin, was like a total party animal, but nowadays just live in the burbs, a couple kids. So this is my social time, like to get online, to go to the meetings in the DAO, and I get to hang out with a bunch of other people all around the world who are interested in the same audio-visual type of stuff that I am, and creating Web3 content. I mean, hey, and I sit there, my wife is just like, she's like, you don't even like need to do anything anymore. You can just sit in a log cabin in the woods as long as you have an internet connection. Like you're partying with your people, And I'm like, I kind of am, But I've met a lot of people, and a lot of them I don't even know what their names are, like their actual real life names, So. Like people like Drost, and the Red Crystal Dragon, and it's just like these random names. And the guy that I learned the most from in the audio engineering portion and like the sound editing and stuff like that. His name is soundman.eth, and I don't even know who he is. I just know he lives in Chicago, but the guy has taught me more over this past year about audio editing and audio engineering and stuff. And I'm not even close to being an audio engineer, but it's just insane that DAOs and crypto have given me this opportunity to where I've actually felt comfortable enough to quit my job down at the factory, to be able to go into this space and start to do podcasting editing, sound editing, and audio engineering for other people and being paid for it. And I feel good about it. So yeah, and thanks to Soundman, that would never have happened. And thanks to Bankless DAO, and thanks to just putting it out there, in the space, my message in a bottle, in the crypto space. So yeah. Anyway, enough of that rambling. Let's look at what crypto's doing here. Bitcoin's at $21,684.51, up 14.1% in the past week. Ethereum up 27.5% to 1,268. I said Ethereum was going to go down to $750. I was wrong. I mean, it could still go down to $750, but the merge is getting closer and closer. Some people say sell before the merge because the merge is going to make it crash. Other people say, you need to buy now. I don't know. I'm just holding on to the Ethereum I have. And, I haven't sold any Ethereum or Bitcoin. All I've sold in order to make some bills meet are just some total crap coins. I haven't sold my DAO token. The bank token, I try to hold on to as much as that as possible because I do have faith in all the content we're creating through the Bankless DAO. It's good stuff. There's good people in there. Everybody's working hard, and a lot of the value of that token is based on the work that people are putting on, and it's not based on. It's not like, that's why I'm more and more. I know the DAO token is a proof of stake token, but or is it? I mean, it's based. Anyway, I'm really starting to value more and more the whole idea of proof of work, and the idea that something has to be like some actual work has to be backing, like some sweat equity has to be backing some kind of token, and in order to give it value. And I see all the sweat equity that these people in this DAO are putting into everything that they're putting out, and then there's the bank token that they receive and reward for it. And so that amount of work has to have some kind of value. So that's why I hold on to that as much and long as possible as I can, that particular token. And I'll sell all the other tokens. The longer I'm in this game, the less I care about all those other tokens. When I first started in this crypto madness, I was just like a Boy Scout collecting up all my merit badges, and it's, oh man. And like anytime I would read a white paper, I would hear about this new token, and it was like the best thing in the world. And they were trying to revolutionize things. And like I said at the beginning, I mean, that's one thing I love about this space is the innovation and the ideas, but not all ideas are going to end up to be something valuable. In fact, most ideas are not going to end up to be something valuable, So you either love the creativity or, you have to accept that most ideas are pretty much that, just ideas. So anyway, so that's let's see, Tether is at $1, USD is at $1. Normally I wouldn't care, it's just like, stable coin, but lately, with everything that's gone on with Terra and USDD, Tron's USDD, of things getting depegged from the dollar and stable coins getting depegged and spiraling, and their death spiral and losing value, it's good news to see some stable coins like right at $1, right where they're supposed to be. Tether's at $1, USDC is at $1, Binance USD is at $1.01. Okay, DAI is at $1. So yeah, I like seeing stable coins right where they should be, right at $1. It's just like, oh man, you're right on time, right when we were supposed to meet. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at, there's some news lately. I saw Rachel on Harmony One. She spoke at DAO Planet last February in Denver, and I got to meet her along with several other people of the Harmony team, and then a YouTuber, Crypto Clay. Everybody that I met that is involved with Harmony One. It's another layer one blockchain. It's super nice. Like everybody's just super chill. Everybody just wants harmony, man. Hence the name. But Harmony is actually up 3.1%. That's surprising because it did plunge the past couple days because of some news that there's been $100 million hack on a Harmony bridge, or the Horizon bridge. And that's bad news, not just for Harmony, but for the crypto space, because it's yet again another smart contract exploit on a bridge. And what a bridge is Ethereum and Bitcoin they're both blockchains, but they don't communicate. They don't play well together. And there's a lot of other blockchains, layer one out there, and layer one meaning they're all on their own blockchains, and their computers don't really talk to each other, right? So you have Harmony, you have Avalanche, you have Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Phantom. Should I go on? I mean, there's a lot of different Solana. There's a lot of different layer one blockchains out there, and everybody's trying to be decentralized, fast, and secure. That's the blockchain trifecta, and it's hard to have one without compromising the other in this triangle. So Harmony is definitely trying to be that, but it's also trying to be kind of a multi-chain blockchain in which it's easy to transfer back and forth the asset between lots of other different blockchains. And I've used the Horizon Bridge, and I've used DeFi Kingdoms. That's the play to earn game on Harmony. That's one of their biggest products, and it's a really fun game, And I mean, it's one of those play to earn games. I mean, and it sucks to see them be on the receiving end of kind of a terrible hack like this. So let's go over to their Twitter page. So here, Harmony is an open and fast layer one blockchain. Our main net runs Ethereum applications with 2-second transaction finality and 100 times lower fees. Okay. So let's see here. We commit to $1 million bounty for the return of Horizon Bridge funds and sharing exploit information. All right, let's go see what this is all about. Let's go to their Medium page. All right, so Harmony's Horizon Bridge hack. They created a Medium page dedicated to just this news. Harmony has committed to the $1 million bounty in exchange for return of the funds. In addition, the team will advocate for no criminal charges when the funds are returned. A lot of blockchain projects do that. They kind of treat it like, okay, if you'll return the funds, then you're basically a white hat hacker. And what a white hat hacker is somebody that makes a living. And there's a lot of people that do this, that make a living off of looking for vulnerabilities in projects and then either hacking into it and stealing funds, and then saying, "Hey, I found this vulnerability. I stole your funds. Here, is it back? I want a bounty for this." And that's where it's more like a gray hat hacker. Because the black hat hacker won't communicate with them. They'll just take your funds and run off and be done with it. They're just a thief. A bank robber. This is like the new version of being a bank robber or a train car robber. And So. A white hat hacker, a lot of times people will hire white hat hackers as well. And those are really good projects. It's a good project when they're sitting there hiring hackers to sit there and poke holes at everything. And there are a lot of companies in the crypto space as well. I can't think of them right off the top of my head, but they have people. These companies examine their smart contracts and look for exploits, and they pay them, and then they get certified by that company, and then they post it all over their website. We are certified by XYZ, company. I can't think of them off the top of my head. I can usually think of them, but whatever. All right, so here's what Harmony has to say. Harmony founder Stephen Say updated the community regarding the current status of the investigation and provided some key insights since the start of the investigation of the Horizon Bridge hack. First and foremost, confidentiality is paramount to maintaining the integrity of this ongoing investigation. Specific details have been omitted to protect sensitive data in the interest of the community. The interest response team has found no evidence in any breaches of our smart contract codes nor vulnerabilities on the Horizon platform. Okay, so it wasn't a smart contract exploit. So our consensus layer on the Harmony blockchain remains secure. So that's good too. Our incident response team has discovered evidence that private keys were compromised, leading to the breach of the Horizon Bridge. Funds were stolen on the Ethereum side of the bridge. The private keys were encrypted and stored by Harmony, with the keys doubly encrypted via passphrase and via key management services, and no single machine had access to multiple plaintext keys. The attacker was able to access and decrypt a number of these keys, including those used to sign the unauthorized transactions and take assets in the form of Binance USD. So I guess Binance stablecoin, USDC, Ethereum, and wrapped Bitcoin. All the assets were then swapped to Ethereum and currently remain on the hacker's account on the Ethereum network. No steps have currently been taken by the hacker to anonymize ownership of these assets. So what they would do is hackers, a lot of times, they will steal funds, they will put them in their Ethereum wallet, and then they'll go to something like Tornado Cash. And what Tornado Cash is basically like if a tornado sucks something up, it whirls it around in the tornado and then it spits it out randomly or whatever. If you put your funds through Tornado Cash, what it does is it just mixes it together with tons of other transactions and people who've put their funds in Tornado Cash, and then it assigns it a random arbitrary address or something like that, and then you get your funds out the other end, and it's a way to kind of disguise where the money is going and where it came from. So it's hard for people to trace it. So at this time, the team has mitigated the Ethereum side of the Horizon Bridge to a 4 to 5 multi-sig since the incident, and continues to enhance our operations and infrastructure security. So a multi-sig wallet is basically like, say, for instance, you have 5 people with nuclear launch codes, and in order to launch that nuclear weapon, you have to have 3 of those 5 people insert their keys and turn the key, and they have to do it all together or whatever. That's kind of like a multi-sig. A lot of DAOs have multi-sig. A lot of these blockchains and bridges have multi-sigs, and that's not necessarily a good thing. Chris Bleck, he's a notorious, kind of an infamous crypto watchdog. I like him. I mean, he sits there and ruffles a lot of feathers in the space, and I think that's needed. And he always harps like these entire layer 2 platforms, layer 1 platforms, these bridge platforms have billions of dollars, and they're only secured by a group of maybe 5 people that have the keys. Is this really what you want? So Chris Bleck would be all over this if he saw. Maybe he is. I don't know, but it's almost comical, to read some of the stuff he puts out about multi-sigs and stuff. You're like, all right, dude, all right, we get it. And then you see something like this, you're like, okay, yeah, you got a point, Anyway, so let's go over here to this Decrypt article. But yeah, you don't have to be as extreme as Chris Bleck about it, but be aware about like the multi-sigs and the vulnerability that they have. So Decrypt says I like decrypt.co. They're a great crypto media platform. So hackers have struck layer 1 blockchain Harmony Horizon's bridge, stealing 100 million in cryptocurrency. The exploit was revealed in a tweet early hours of Friday morning. The Harmony team revealed that it had identified a theft occurring this morning on the Horizon bridge, amounting to approximately $100 million. It went on to add that the address of the culprit had been identified, and the Harmony team are working with national authorities and forensic specialists to retrieve the stolen funds. In a follow-up tweet, Harmony noted that it is working around the clock alongside the FBI and multiple cybersecurity firms. Okay, so tokens including wrapped Ethereum, Aave, Sushi, DAI, Tether, and USDC have been stolen from the bridge and swapped for Ethereum. Okay, so I want to show you guys something. There is I want to show you where on the Ethereum blockchain this stuff goes. It goes to, you can see everything in the blockchain on Etherscan. So when somebody hacks something and they steal the funds, if they haven't immediately transferred it out somewhere else, then so look here. It just sits in the wallet. So look here, it's still sitting in the wallet. Ether value $100,529,865 worth of Ethereum. That's a lot of money, man. It's just sitting on this wallet right now. It hasn't gone anywhere. And you can see from you can see the transfers of this Ethereum, from this person into this address. So this is guaylord.eth, and then all these random addresses, pulsechain.com.eth. So this is 0 Ether transferred. Let's find some big ones here. 75 Ethereum transferred from the Horizon Bridge Exploiter 2. Okay, so I guess he's got a couple of accounts. Here's 911 911. I wonder if they did that on purpose. So 911 Ethereum are transferred into this address. So 911. So interesting. Another thing that I found out too by looking at this Etherscan address from this hacker is that you can now message people on Blockscan Chat, and I guess that's a fairly new feature. I mean, I haven't seen it before, but you can do messages and send NFTs to random addresses and stuff like that, and it stays on the blockchain. But for Blockscan Chat here, you can message somebody and it's not on chain, but I guess you would have to go and put your address in there, and you can see any messages that may be directed towards you. So if you were to look up your address on Etherscan and you were to see that little notification bubble, then you could go over here to Blockscan Chat and you could retrieve the message, which is something interesting. Like, you want to stay anonymous in crypto, and you don't have to go follow up on those messages, but I guess it's kind of human nature now. Whenever we see the little red notification thing, I mean, I'm obsessive about it on my phone and on my platforms. Like, I want to clear messages. Like, once I see a notification, I immediately have to go check it and then just make it clear. It's just kind of like an OCD thing for me. But it looks like here, if you go to Etherscan and you check on your wallet address, you can see if there's messages there too. Yeah, another thing to go check messages on. But then you could go connect your wallet here at Blockscan Chat, and you can see messages. So it looks like the hacker has 53 messages sitting there waiting. So whoever this hacker is, they probably have a lot of pissed off people and probably sending them like total curse word messages and stuff like that. Instead of GM, we are going to make it. So it's kind of cool. It's not on chain, so it's a way to, like, say for instance, you have somebody has an NFT and they haven't put it up for sale, and you like the NFT is part of like a series of NFTs, and you need that one NFT to complete the series. Just like, baseball cards, if you're collecting everybody on the Houston Astros team of 1984, and you have one more trading card to get, and you're looking everywhere. You're going to card shows and everywhere all across the United States to try to find that one last card. Dickie Thon. He was an Astro player back in the day. That was his real name, Dickie, and then Thon. And pretty common card. But imagine if that was the only card left, and somebody had that Dickie Thon, and all those cards were NFTs, and you were in OpenSea, and you searched for it, but it wasn't for sale. You see that NFT on chain, and so you have no way to be able to message whoever owns that. Well, now I guess you can. You can go to Blockscan Chat and you can send it to them in hopes that they will see the message and put that that card up for sale and sell it to you. So I don't know, maybe it could be cool. Anyway, back to the Horizon hack. Let's go back over here. So I get a little sidetracked all the time. Squirrel. So the exploit was revealed okay, so let's scroll on down. So yeah, Harmony aims to solve the blockchain trilemma, scalability, security, and decentralization, that triangle, and so if you are going too far towards trying to be scalable, like Solana seems, that you'll sacrifice security and decentralization. And maybe Horizon, not Horizon. The Horizon Bridge, but the Harmony network was trying too hard to go towards scalability, which kind of equals speed, and they sacrificed a little bit of security and decentralization with this multi-sig wallet type of thing on the bridge hack. So the cross-chain Horizon feature enables crypto holders to move between Harmony's network and Ethereum network, Binance Chain, and Bitcoin. So yeah, Ethereum, Binance Chain, and Bitcoin don't normally speak to each other, so the bridges allow this. And what the bridges have to do, the bridge has a wallet full of reserves of crypto. So say I want to transfer some Ethereum to Harmony, to the one token, the Harmony One token. Well, the Harmony One token has to have a reserve of Ethereum over there, its version of Ethereum. So on the Ethereum network, the bridge would lock up, and that Ethereum that somebody wants to transfer over, so it would be just like locked under lock and key and in a vault. And then they would mint the equivalent of that Ethereum over on the Harmony blockchain, right? And so the Harmony blockchain would go do its thing, go into a DeFi apps or whatever. And then whenever the person decided they were done over there, they would burn that Ethereum over there. And then that exact amount burned over on the Harmony blockchain would be released over here, and then, free to go, so yeah, that's kind of how bridges work in a terrible description, but enough hopefully that you can understand. So this is the latest in a series of exploits that have stolen hundreds of millions of dollars from cross-chain bridges in recent months. In January, Qubit Finance Bridge was hacked for $80 million. A month later, the Wormhole Bridge was hacked for $320 million. But both these hacks and the Harmony hack have been dwarfed by the March 2022 hack of Axie Infinity's Ronin Bridge, which drained $622 million in Ethereum and USDC. So that's pretty insane. Let's just do a quick little scan of these couple other articles on this Harmony hack. Overall, I like the Harmony blockchain. Of all the layer 1 blockchains, Harmony is one of my favorite. So hopefully they come out of this on the other side okay. They only took like a 10% hit. I remember when the Ronin blockchain got hit. I mean, that project took a major dive, like more than 60%. So relatively speaking, Harmony's coming out okay. Harmony's been hacked for $100 million, while stewards of the bridge said they're working with authorities to identify the attacker. Funds and assets from the Bitcoin bridge remain unaffected. Okay, so there's a few bridges. It's not necessarily just one bridge. So here you have a picture of a bridge. So imagine a couple, like 3 of these bridges next to each other. So only one of them got hacked. So the Harmony team stewards of the bridge said Tuesday has been made aware of the theft and has begun working with national authorities as well as forensic specialists to identify the attacker and attempt to retrieve the stolen funds. I'm sure they're using Chainalysis. We discovered the hack this morning, and okay. All right, so they're going through the motions, and I think they're handling it pretty well. Yeah, so props to the Harmony team on their efforts to get this resolved in a speedy and open way. So yeah. All right. Well, that being said, I guess that's pretty much all I have for today. Like I said, I'm been putting a lot of time and research into trying to understand the semantic web and knowledge graphs and stuff like that. And hopefully I'll be able to have a video soon. I just still don't feel like I'm ready quite up to snuff to be able to talk about that stuff yet. All right, man. Well, I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. All right. And let me go for this outro here. Later. Thank you for making it to the end of this program. If you actually like this content, give a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more, just hit the subscribe button. I'm available on YouTube, Odyssey, and BitChute, and on all the major podcasting platforms in audio version. Spotify specifically. If you would like to follow and leave a review, that would help a lot. I am also available on Twitter at EurekaJohn1. That's EUREKA John, JOHN, and the number 1. My DMs are always open. Feel free to shoot me a message. Thanks again.